All right, Virgos. Busy week, Virgos. A whole lot of protection. Wow, there's a whole lot of problem with money. They're not recognizing you, Virgo businessmen could be in some sort of problem. Good news is coming up. They are now gaining a lot of idea. Virgo, this week is a week full of money. Ten of Pentacles. You Virgo businessman and a young Taurus Virgo and a Capricorn person. Virgo man. Wow. All right. So this is the Nine of Pentacles that you Virgos are trying to protect yourself. You Virgos was looking for some sort of a new start. I see a whole lot of emotional situation between you Virgos and the Aries. They're not recognized that a group of people had collaborated and created a whole lot of chaos. A lot of you Virgos are dealing with Cancer people and Scorpions. They're going to be recognizing what a young Capricorn woman and her friends have done. The lies and deceptiveness of you Virgos. You Virgos are going to be recognizing what a young Capricorn woman have done. A whole lot of worries is here. A whole lot of money worries for you Virgos. I see that you Virgos is going to be overcoming at a Gemini. They're not going to be recognizing that a Libran wasn't speaking the truth. They recognize that a project is not for a young Capricorn person. This person is younger than 50. An end is going to be coming in. People on authority recognize what you Virgo businessmen have done. A Scorpion person is trying to balance out the situation, and they're going to be recognizing that you Virgo businessmen and your kid that is a Capricorn have done something that was not above water. So they're going to be catching Virgos in your house. There is the energy of the Ten of Pentacles. So you have the Ten of Swords. So a lot of people are going to be recognized that how you Virgo businessmen or Virgo on a whole got in a company, a country, or some sort of a corporation that is not in the right way. There is a lot of worries for a lot of you Virgos and money to be paid, return and paid back. Um, they're going to be recognizing that you Virgos and a Leo or you Virgos and your friends manipulated a situation, use a project. A Taurus woman is going to be giving up the network of you Virgos and of you Virgos and your friends manipulate a situation. A lot of you Virgos is going to be successfully overcoming a Gemini. They're now recognizing what a Gemini has done. A lot of people, because a Taurus and a Capricorn person, this young woman, a lot of you Virgo women who are between the ages of 25 and 50, a Taurus woman is going to be letting people know that this young Capricorn between the ages of 25 and 50 is not the original owner of a project and that a Libran was lying. They're going to be recognizing that you, Gemini young women, between the age of 25 and 50 had not spoken the truth. A project is not yours, neither a house, neither a business. And they're going to be now recognizing. So a Tower moment is here for a young Capricorn person. This young Capricorn person, a Leo is going to be letting people know that this young Capricorn person, because whoever this young Capricorn person is, a Taurus, because here you Virgo businessmen was manipulating a situation and was gaining a lot of money. And you Virgo businessmen are now in a whole lot of problems and your business could be shut down. They are now recognizing what a young Capricorn, this is a young Capricorn man. It's like you Virgo businessmen use a young Capricorn man to do your dirty deeds, and they're not going to be recognizing. You Virgos and a Sagittarian is in a whole lot of problems with a whole lot of money that needs to be paid back. And they're now going to be recognizing that you Virgos manipulated a situation together with the Aries and worked against the Scorpion. A lot of people are going to be recognizing that you Virgos was the one who gave a Leo some sort of a new start. So I see you Virgos was trying to create some sort of a new start for a Leo. It's not going to be happening. A scorpion in another place or another city is now gaining knowledge and recognize that you Leo, you Virgos, access data and information and was using their data and information. A lot of people, I see a Leo and a Taurus is in a whole lot of problem. They recognize that a Leo and a Taurus is not the owner of a project. They recognize how much money you Virgos have accumulated from a project that is not yours. They're now gaining a lot of knowledge over a Taurus and a young Capricorn. These people are between the groups of 25 and 50, what they have done and manipulated a situation. Good news is going to be coming in for a Capricorn person, not for you Virgos, because they're not going to be recognizing that you Virgos was using a Capricorn person business information project and was accumulating a lot of money, and they're going to be ordering you Virgos to return the money to a Capricorn. So a lot of you Virgos, because this is the Nine of Wands, and they're going to be recognizing that a Sagittarian was behind giving a Aries person, with the help of you Virgos, some sort of a new start, a Aries and a Leo. And they're going to be shutting this there now because they're recognizing call to Aries and a Leo with documentation and information that is for a project for someone else, and they're going to be shutting it down. Now what we see here, lies is coming out, and a whole lot of you, a Taurus woman is giving up and is telling the truth about you Virgos. So whoever this Taurus person is, man or woman, is going to be releasing the secrets over you Virgos. A lot of you Virgos, you need to stay away from an Aries person. This Aries person is manipulating and creating a whole lot of issue. A lot of you Virgos are going to be recognizing that the Aries person is very emotional and even out of balance, okay? The energy of the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is that the secrecy of a Sagittarian or a Sagittarian was given a lot of people some sort of a new start using your Virgo's company. Yes, a Taurus man is in a lot of worries. Whoever the Taurus man is not worried. The Taurus man recognized that a Leo was lying. A Taurus man is now worried, and so worried to find out that a Leo really lied. Yes, sadness for a Leo person. They recognize that a Leo woman and their friends had manipulated a situation. They recognize our Leo woman and their friends had gotten some sort of a documentation information. Sadness for this Leo person because they recognize that this Leo person and their friends manipulated a situation. So a Taurus man now recognize, Jesus Christ, I was fighting for this Leo, but this Leo is a little criminal. And this Taurus man is not worried because this Taurus man had access details and information and gave it to a little Leo. And now this Taurus man is recognizing, Jesus, this Leo and their family are liars. So I see sadness and worries for a Leo. No good news for this Leo person. This Leo person and their friends have been caught using documentation and information that was for a Capricorn person. And now they're recognizing that a Sagittarian, secrecy of a Sagittarian, and the Aries was the one who gave this Leo young woman the information. I see a Capricorn woman is going to become your greatest enemy, Virgos. You Virgos are hating on a Capricorn woman. And the Capricorn woman is like, I really don't care your opinion about me, but you're not going to be using my data, my information. And so problems for you Virgo women, because they caught you Virgo women with documentation and information of a Capricorn woman. They're now recognizing how much money you Virgos have took that was not for you. It's as if they're recognizing that you Virgos had collaborated with a young Capricorn person, because this young Capricorn person is in a lot of problem. This young Capricorn person is going to be getting fired for taking money from someone else's project. They're going to be recognizing that either this Capricorn person created a bank account or you Virgos created a bank account. So a lot of sadness for Leo. A Capricorn woman is going to become your greatest enemy, or you're going to become the greatest enemy of a Capricorn woman. And they're going to be recognizing how much money was stolen from a project and how you Virgos take this money and run. And they're going to be catching you Virgos. I see a lot of you Virgos are going to be successfully overcoming a young Capricorn man. This young Capricorn man had collaborated and worked with a older Capricorn man to do work against you Virgos, and you Virgos are going to be successfully overcoming an old Capricorn man and a young Capricorn man. This man could be this man could be father, son, or just you use this young Capricorn to do something. A lot of you, a Taurus, is now worried. A Taurus recognize that they have to pay back a whole lot of money. A Taurus has gained a whole lot of information. I recognize that they're being held to pay back a whole lot of money because of you, Virgo. So a lot of problems is here for Virgo men and Virgo women. And Virgos, this is your house. You got to learn where your house is. Virgos, you are going to be gaining details and information. And a Taurus man they're going to be recognizing that the Taurus man was selling data and information. Okay, and it's as if you Virgo men and this Taurus man had some sort of a business selling documentation, accessing, and they're going to be recognizing that the Taurus man, because the Taurus man is now caught, and this Taurus is now going to be, they're recognizing how much email and data that you Virgos and Taurus had exchanged and had worked and collaborated. So a lot of you Virgo men have to pay back a whole lot of money. People recognize that a project and a business was not yours. This energy of a new start financially, a Taurus man recognize that a huge theft was created and an end for his business. So it's as if the Taurus man recognized that they got to the bottom of the situation and recognized that some sort of an email communication that was sent to the Taurus man, that the Taurus man should have dealt with the situation much better. And they're not going to be recognizing, because I see sadness, because there's sadness for a Scorpion and a Leo, because they recognize that a Scorpion and Leo from another country have false and fraudier documentation and information and use other people to regain something. A lot of you Virgo women are in problems, and a Taurus person is now telling people that you are not the owner of a you're not the owner of a company. They're now recognizing and gaining knowledge. So Virgos, this week is going to be advising you Virgos how a Leo had got into a country, how a Leo had got a job, how a Leo had got in a corporation institution. And they're now going to be gaining a lot of knowledge, because they're now going to be recognizing. So a lot of you Virgos are dealing with a Taurus man. A Taurus man is in a whole lot of problem. No good news for a Leo woman. They recognize that a Leo woman have documentation that she got from you Virgos. So the energy of the devil, a Leo is now worried. A Leo was saying that a project was hers, had collaborated with a young Capricorn person and manipulated a situation. A lot of people are now going to be recognizing that a Taurus and a young Capricorn woman together with a Leo manipulated a situation and took a whole lot of money. So you Virgos are going to be really successfully overcoming this problematic situation, and they're going to be recognizing that a Gemini and a young Capricorn was lying. So truths are going to be coming out, because they now recognize that a Gemini and a young Capricorn and a Taurus person was saying some sort of a business was theirs. And people are now gaining understanding and recognize it is not true. So people in authority is now going to be recognizing how much money was stolen, because a lot of people were using some sort of a documentation, business information of someone else, and was taking a lot of money. People in authority is going to be shutting it down, and it's going to be going back for the money that you Virgos have took that was not yours. Because it's a situation where a lot of, not all of you Virgos, some of you Virgos, especially young Virgo women that had collaborated. So I see worries for a Leo. Whoever this Leo is, this Leo and their friends are in a whole lot of problem. And documentation and information is showing up that you Virgo women, people in authority is now recognizing that you Virgo women took a whole lot of tax dollars and a lot of tax money using someone else's identity and information, and it was not yours. They're now looking at you Virgo young women just in the age of 25 and 45, 25 and 50, and they're recognizing how much money a young Leo, a young Capricorn, and a young Leo have took, and they're shutting it down. It's like people in authority is shutting it down. A lot of you Virgos are going to try to run who took a whole lot of money. Don't run it because they already have it under control. People in government is now aware of how much money you have stolen. So Virgo businessman, a lot of problematic situation for you Virgo businessman, especially Virgo businessman that does business internationally. There is a lot of problems because they're going to be recognizing that there was some sort of a fraud and tax invasion that you Virgo businessmen have done. And people in authority, this is the Six of Swords. This is about people in authority finding out. And if you notice, Aquarian, people in authority is now finding out how much money you Virgo businessman had took and get away with it or was running off. And tax invasion is going to be catching up on you Virgo businessman. So a lot of you Virgo women that had collaborated with a Taurus and a Leo and a young Capricorn is in a whole lot of problems. Okay. All right, I gotta go. Namaste.